Obviously this is Rafa's match. Novak is not there. Federer is not there in the US Open 2022. So Rafa was all that I was thinking about for the matches. I thought that he would be in the final and I would watch all these matches. And then when I heard that Tiafoe had beaten him, I was like, what? How did Tiafoe beat Nadal? I mean, there's no way. And then when I saw the match, I was completely blown away. I mean, this is what happens when you keep on progressing, keep on working in the background. Even though you get defeated, you go back and you put in the work in terms of your physicality, in terms of your game, in terms of mental preparation, in terms of how do you want to set up points, etc. And then obviously studying your opponent, all that. And you can see it in this match. A beautiful match. I'll start with the highlights quickly, but you will see why Tiafoe won. I mean, there is no excuse for it. Look at this.
New York, please welcome the players for today's next fourth round match.
Okay. Tiafoe 5.
15. First double fault for Tiafoe.
Saw the point, right? Obviously, I mean, great point. Inside out, pushed him this side, got a short ball, pushed him to the backhand, and then came ahead and volleyed. Beautiful. But look at that wrist movement from Tiafoe. I mean, if you look at any great player, like Federer, Nadal, or Djokovic, you would see that the elbow comes in and the wrist is extremely loose, and when they contact the ball, the wrist literally flows and adds that extra spin. And obviously, it is coming from generally beneath the ball, so that they can add that extra topspin to the ball, and the wrist provides that extra zing to it. But like, if I watch Federer's game, I'm a huge Federer fan, huge Federer fan. Started watching tennis because of him. But when I look at Federer's game, I never realized the wrist movement. I mean, obviously I realized the great shot, but I never see the prominence in the wrist movement. But with Tiafoe, I can literally see that movement of the wrist, adding that extra zing to it. Amazing wrist movement.
He's taking the first set.
Yeah. Nadal really fired back.
6 games to 4.
Whoa.
15 out.
Ace number 7. Nadal is so good. He just goes after it. He goes bigger when the pressure increases. Out of this world. Double fault on set point. Dead even on Ash.
How many times these players would have served and it would be perfect, but that's the difference between match practice and a general practice, or a great player. And that, I mean, the mentality part of it, there's so much pressure. Beautiful. And then when you look at these games, you realize how good actually Federer or Novak or Rafa are.
Nadal
One of them.
has 6 games to 4. 1 set all.
Service.
Serving volley, and he gets away with it. It was just an 86-mile-an-hour serve, Robbie. He came in behind it. And Nadal, he must have been expecting something bigger, right? Found the net.
I don't think he expected him to serve.
Come on,
volley.
Frankie, come on.
Again, Nadal.
Oh,
He's made it.
looked at as if he picked it up on the half volley, changed the direction, moved it towards the lines.
The way he holds his ground, that's a
15.
long-time goal, but the way he holds his ground and can snap those deep shots back. And it finishes it.
And third set, Tiafoe.
2-1.
From the biggest win of his career.
By 6 games to 4. Tiafoe leads by 2 sets to 1.
Falls wide. 2 points.
Tiafoe is not a very, I mean, obviously he's a very good player, but obviously not as highly ranked as Roger or Novak or Rafa. But you look at the importance of a great return. Like this time, Rafa had served really well, but the return was with so much speed and so deep into the court that the next shot of Rafa's was really, really short and had no power. He barely got it over the net, and Tiafoe capitalized. And that's what I think, that's something that makes Roger, or for that matter, I think Novak, such a good player. Like against Roger and Rafa especially, his returns are so beautiful. Like with Federer, it's very difficult to understand where the serve is, but Novak's return is so good right now. Or I think Rafa's return when Federer was playing in the late 2000s or mid 2000s, during that period of time. I mean, these players are just amazing. You can, when you see, I think, these matches, you realize the difference between the big three and the others. I mean, the difference is so vast. And it's in the small, everybody is returning, but what is the difference? But the return has so much speed, so much deeper into the courts, towards your body, it puts you off balance. Amazing.
How about the return? How about
30.
Shot.
Love Bolton.
He's like Monfils, I think. Amazing character. Amazing character. Always playing with the crowd, hyping the crowd. That's why we love Novak also, right? He's always with the crowd.
Match points all over this house.
Bolton.
Look at the return.
This has to 1, 6-4, 4-6, 6-4, 6-4.
He beat Nadal at a Grand Slam. What an achievement.
Feel it, kid. Oh, this is some moment, huh? One of the most liked players in both locker rooms comes up with an historic win against one of the all-time greats, against a man who'd already won 2 majors this year. The great Rafa Nadal leaves the US Open, and he gets a standing ovation on the way out.
This is the great thing that, I mean, I really love obviously I saw Roger do it first, and then obviously I noticed Rafa and Novak also do it, that when they lose, so generally the tradition is that whoever loses will leave the court first, so that the person can go out and the winner can stay back on the court and soak in the applause from the crowd. And so I remember, seeing the first few matches where Roger had lost, and I was so emotional about it. And Roger would just pick up his bag and he would just be walking. And that time, he used to wear those blues t-shirts, and he would just be walking, and he would have that white colored band, or the colored headband, and he would just look around and just wave. And Rafa, Novak do the exact same thing, but it's just an amazing tradition that the person who loses leaves first, and if you are one of the top three or one of the crowd favorites like Wawrinka or somebody, you get that standing ovation and goosebumps. What a moment! What a moment for Tiafoe! Like amazing, and no wonder he won. Did you see the return on the last point? Literally, Nadal was off balance while returning. Obviously, Nadal was also a little bit inside the court, but the return was amazing. Quickly at the comments, I think it's going to be nothing, just positives. Those winners and returns from Tiafoe was out of the world. Wow. Yeah, exactly. I think he played his best match, like best hands down. Everything came in perfectly. Rafa had so much on his mind for things that had been happening to him off the court this month. Guess he was not 100% mentally prepared for GS. I think this comment is fine. When everyone thought that Nadal would snatch the fourth set, Tiafoe made an exceptional comeback. Wow. Yeah, it's only the fourth round, boy. You haven't won it yet. Come to the French Open. Let's see. Oh, okay, super. Yeah, amazing highlights. I mean, so sad that Rafa lost. I was hoping that he would go all the way because I really wanted to watch the US Open for him. But I think for the first time it has happened that none of the there was some stat like that, right? That none of the top three, obviously big three, but I think the other players are not in top 10 or something like that. No. The stat is that there will be a new US Open champion who has not been crowned US Open champion before. So hoping for that. I think finals is going to be between Casper and Carlos. But let's see what happens. Amazing match. Loved it. Sad for Rafa, but Tiafoe, everything came together. I hope you win a Grand Slam very, very soon. Everybody just loves the way you play, and that shot that you have on the forehand where the wrist snaps on the ball, amazing. True gift from God. Alright, I think I've spoken enough. Let me know what you thought of the match in the comments, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.